Alright guys, for today's lesson, I want to bring it back to our video from Walmart and buying the chicken. Alright, so yesterday we talked about multiplying whole numbers by decimals. Today, we're going to talk about decimal times, okay? Decimal times decimals, alright? Multiplication of multi-digit numbers involving decimals. Alright, so yesterday when we talked about the chicken, alright, we talked about at Walmart the chicken cost $1.99 per pound. So it was $1.99, alright? So it was $1.99 per pound. Alright? Now, the next question was how much chicken was I buying? Alright? So, does anybody remember the weight? The weight, as you may remember, was 5.61 pounds. Alright? So, it was $1.99 per pound for 5.61 pounds. Alright, now, the question I had was, Walmart was charging me, alright, they were charging me $11.16 for the chicken. Is that number right? Is that price? Is the price right? So, how do we work this out? So yesterday when we were talking about the 5 pounds of chicken, I said you can come over here, and because it's multiplication, we can do repeated addition with $1.99 plus $1.99 plus $1.99 plus $1.99 plus $1.99. Right, and that gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that gets me to the 5, which is the whole number here. But how would I add on the 0.61 of $1.99? I mean, am I going to do something like, I'll just do it like Infinity War, right? So it's like 1.9, it stops there, and then we got all the dots. The rest of it is floating away because Thanos will snap his fingers. Is that how I do it? No. So I'm going to multiply. So to multiply 5.61 by 199. Alright, 5.61 being the pounds that I am buying, $1.99 being the price per pound. Now, remember yesterday I said the last thing we do is worry about the decimals. So today, when you guys are doing this and you're setting up your problems, I want you to just forget all about your decimals. Alright, we're going to leave them out. We're going to leave them out. Forget about your decimals. Why? Because what's the last thing we do? The last thing we do is we go and we count our decimals. Alright, that's what we did yesterday, and that's what we're going to do today. So as we work the problem out, 9, when we're just using the standard algorithm here, you guys should remember this from last year. This is just multi-digit multiplication. Alright? 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 6 is 4. Carry the 5. 9 times 5 is 45. 45 plus 5 gives me 50. Alright? That's the 9. So now I'm going to come down. I need a placeholder because it's the second number. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 6. Oh, you know what, guys? This is going to give me the same number. Right? Because I already multiplied 9 through there now. I'm just going to multiply 9 through again. And that's going to give me the same number. Now, for the last digit, I need 2 placeholders, right? 2 placeholders. Alright, and then it's just 1 times 561. So they give me 1, 6, 5. Alright? And then with all multiplication, we're going to add. So 9 plus 0 gives me 9. 4 plus 9 gives me 3. Carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. 1. Bring my 1 over. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. Bring my 11 down. Now, is my multiplication complete? I multiplied all my 9s through, all my 1s through, so I'm good. Now, my multiplication is complete. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to count those decimals. So when I go back to the original problem, remember here's our original problem over here. Alright, I'm going to count these decimals. So I've got, and you know what? Let's just even make it a little bit easier. I'll bring them back in now. I mean, I didn't put them in the original problem. Now I'm going to put them back in. So I've got a decimal here. I've got a decimal here. So then I'm going to count. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright? Common error I see today. A lot of folks were only counting the decimals in one number. They were not counting the decimals in both numbers. You have to count all the decimals, folks. Make sure we're counting all the decimals. So, 2 plus 2 is 4. So that means I need to move 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I go back and check for common sense, 5 times 2, if I estimate, 5 times 2 would give me 10. $11.16 is pretty close. All right, now, the last question and the original question that I asked when I set this problem up was, did Walmart charge me the correct amount? And yes, they did. $11.16. $11.16. Now, a lot of people were worried over here about this 39/100ths of a penny. Okay? Don't worry about that. Okay? Actually, I'm actually getting a little bit more chicken for a lesser price, so I'm kind of happy about that. All right? This is multiplying decimals by decimals. All right? Work on the classwork. I'm going to put a couple more examples on the tutorial. Make sure you go through it. I did want to show you, I believe it's number 1 on the work. All right? And it reads as 0.4 times 0.7. All right? So if we set this up, forget about the decimals to the end. It's 7 times 4, guys. 7 times 4 is 28. All right? If I go back and I count my decimals, 1 and 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. 1, 2. My answer is 0.28. All right, that's decimals times decimals. Make sure you guys are working on it, and I'm going to get started on the tutorial.